Thank you, Join. Okay, so how's everybody? I'm in between your traffic jam and my presentation. Okay, my presentation is supposed to be half an hour, so now it's 4:45. So should I finish on time 5 before you go back, ataupun use the 30 minutes? The choice is yours. Ikut time. 5 p.m. kan? Okay. Similar kan in your project? Whatever it is, the deadline, you still have to finish by that particular deadline. So being an architect, you must have that skill. Though. And today I will demonstrate how to do that. Okay. So actually when I wanted to prepare the slides, so I had so many things that I wanted to ask. But fortunately, I was very lucky. Because if you look at the previous panel, okay, you want to take photo? Take photo. Come, take some more. What, please. Like this. Okay. Also there also got. Okay. So all the questions been asked already by them. Okay, before I proceed, I just want to get a show of hands. How many of you are from non-IT? Non-IT. No wonder lah, project got challenges. Okay, who are from IT department or digital? Oh, many. Those who didn't pick up your hand, take something in between. Okay. So what do you think? What is the most important competencies for success? What do you all think? Oh, already answered just now. Yeah, just now they were mentioning about what? Adaptability and continuous learning. Okay, then they have what? Critical thinking, problem solving, digital literacy, leadership, collaboration, creativity, innovation. So all of those words are in my slides, you know. So game over already. Game over. Okay. You also have all these booths, you know, your booths. So we have what? Biz design. If you want to know about EA tools, you can go to Biz Design. They'll give you the answer. You also have ISR, all about the business technology body of knowledge. Also, they will give you the training and also the competency. And also you have ATD. So very easy. So the market is there for you to get all this kind of training. Okay? So when you look at this, we have all these skills that's needed. So you can see the one that is visible and the one that's hidden. How many percent is the one that is visible, you think? The theory of iceberg. 10%. 10%, 90% is hidden. And this 10% you can actually see, you know, you can see. Because it's what? Technology, tools, processes, and all those things you can define. Okay? Previously, I had this situation. Okay, there's a leader, a top leader. He said, go and do your business intelligence data warehouse. So he said, go and get the system. He told the IT people. So the IT people said that, but I need to know why you want to use this data warehouse for. Okay. Then he said, no, don't worry. There's the vendor, he can provide. Just buy the system. You have a data warehouse already. And put all the data inside there. So how to counter this kind of situation? Your boss says must go and buy, then whatever data that you have, just put in the data warehouse. So this is where your skills that's below, this clicker, okay. All your other skills that is needed, the soft skill, the soft skill that is needed, how can you convince the boss? So you give an example. Okay, the real world. The real world, they say that go and build a data warehouse. A data warehouse maybe as big or bigger than this. Go and build. Right, yeah. Okay. Build a big data warehouse. And then, what do you do with the data warehouse? Don't worry, whatever stuff that you have, just chuck it in, put it in. Put it in. It's the same thing, right? The data that you have, whether it's organized or not, they want you to put it in the data. So you give the same example. You can build a data warehouse. Don't worry, whatever you have, You just chuck all the things inside the data warehouse, and then you have the other problem. Okay? So this is one of the skills that's needed, okay, to handle that. But in order for us to ensure the success, you must have both the competencies. Okay? The one that you can see, and then the one that is invisible. Okay? So that's why you have this strategic alignment, leadership, skills, behavior, engagement, and all those things to make the organization successful in your digital transformation. Okay? So in this study is done by this person called Gil Strugers in LinkedIn. So she mentions about this alignment. There's a new form of leadership. So the leadership have these new skills they need to have, the digital mindset, okay, and all these new competencies and skills, okay, that we need to look at. Okay, next, we also look into the workforce training. So just now we were talking about this kind of competency training, building the capabilities and so on. But digital transformation is for the entire organization, the entire ecosystem. So when you have some kind of training, it has to be organizational wide, not just a particular person or particular group of people. So in order to succeed, okay, the guys who develop, who practice, okay, digital transformation needs to have that. The guys who are going to use it also must have that. And you need to train all of them, including your end users. Okay, you need to think about their literacy in terms of digital literacy and see how they actually can use that. Okay? So here they are saying that in order to have that, of course, the leadership must have the digital savviness. That's why you don't get into that problem of data warehouse. Go and buy the data warehouse. Because you can see, you install the system, there, my system is there. Okay? Like knowledge management. They say, you have knowledge management? Yes, I have. Where is it? SharePoint portal. Can see, I can show it to you. Okay? But when you have a good leadership, then they will know how the value of the digital transformation or the solution that you need to have. Of course, when you talk about workforce capability, it's nationwide, the enterprise-wide. And then you need to empower the employees with a new way of doing things. So when there's a change, then of course the change management is there as well. Then you need to handle. And then you need to have your digital tools. Okay? You can't be doing all your analysis manually. So no, those days maybe you can, but nowadays you can't. You must have some kind of digital tools. And these digital tools, for the future, like just now they were talking about, will AI take over these tools or not? It will. Okay? You can test also. You can take some of this subscription, take all your documentation in your organization, and then you ask, can you describe the value stream for my organization? Don't be surprised, it will come out with some kind of version. And then you can improvise or validate from there. Wow, habislah our job. But these are new opportunities that you need to think about. Okay, of course, the soft skill in terms of communication is very important. That's why earlier Aaron was saying that you can take technology, but speak business. And now these business people are also catching up. And all this what? No code solution. No need to do coding. That's why the from Petronas, right? Yes. Engineer also now can handle digital already. So they are the threat. So business people are threat. Unless you become the business person. You need to become the business person itself. Okay. We need to be like this. Okay. Who does workout? Workout, do exercise, active in sports, Okay, who does that? Cycling, running? Not Ironman just the 2 kilometers or 5 kilometers fun run. Takkan tak ada. Shy. That's why IT people. No life. Kena ada life So your life should be something like this. Okay? Okay, so this is a study done by Fujitsu. They say in terms of digital transformation, you must have that muscle. Okay? The digital muscle that talks about leadership. Okay, same thing. Leadership. And then the people. Okay? with the right skills. Your ecosystem, do not forget, that's why even your partners, you need to bring them on board. Okay, the partners who provide the services together with you. And also talking about agility, that's why I say whatever I put in the screen already been mentioned before this. So, and then this is important, the business integration. Okay, and also the value from data. This one, they are talking about all this big data analytics or data analytics. You have so many data, what can you do with the data? Now AI will help you actually. Okay, you get the right tools, you put in the data, and then you ask questions. Okay? So in the future, even all the top people or the customers and so on, they will just go to this dashboard in a phone. They'll ask, you give a name to your persona. Hey Linda, can you give me who are going to be on leave next week? Or I give you the answer. Okay? Can you tell me based on the current performance, are we be able to meet our sales revenue or not? Give you the answer. But you need to understand, all these things, you still need somebody to think about the algorithm and what questions to ask. So you must have the skills to ask the right questions. So that is a new skill that you need to learn up. What questions to ask. Okay? So in your organization, when they talk about all these digital things, you need this kind of skills actually to help your bosses, your people, to find the answers, okay, from your data, from the systems, and so on. So these are the kind of competencies the organization should have. Okay. So we talk about a little bit on the leadership, what kind of skill is needed now. Okay, so we talk about the strategic visioning of digital. So can you envisage what will happen to your organization in the future? When you say that we are fully digital, we are going to do digital transformation, how does it look like? Okay, how does it look like? And then what are we going to tell to our people? Okay, this is the new way of working. No more coming to office. Best that, no need to come from office to office. Do you think work from home is good or bad? Do you think there's more work when you do work from home or less work? How come? I thought we like it, jimat and then less stress. Because there's no break, right? Online, 9, 10, all online work. You cannot say that I need time to travel, no more. Okay? But of course, there's a plus and minus. So these are the work-life balance that we need to take care. So this is where the HR people will have to come in. Okay, of course, the adaptability, that's why I say adaptability is there. Okay, you need to understand what are the tools that can do things for you. Okay? Now the buzzword is what? AI. Kan? Similarly, like the data warehouse example, they'll come to you. Hey, now must do AI. How? The other day I went there, here and there, they can actually do AI. So go and get the vendor to do it or the solution provider to do it. Solve problem. So what questions to ask? Then we have to think again. Okay? But anyway, being the leader, they need to understand this kind of situation. Okay? Then of course, you need to empower people. This one to let go some power. Okay? You delegate with authority. Okay? So that they can actually do certain things so that it can be done at all levels. Then, very importantly, data-driven decision making. You make decision or you look at things objectively. So the top management or the leaders actually can play that kind of role. All right, I've got 2 more slides. Then effective collaboration goes without saying. This is where you need to work out how to break all the silo situation in your organization or even with your ecosystem partners. Okay, next we look a little bit on this workforce. Of course, we have all the tools training that you need to have, the competency in terms of the tools. Okay, then you need to have the continuous training. So we talked about that. It's just that you need to understand which one. Okay, so each of the organization will have to tailor-make your own roadmap. Okay, depending on your digital vision. Okay, okay, empowering employees. So it's the same as the first one. So the employers, the workforce must be empowered, and support should come from the top, okay, to empower people to go digital, to let them make decisions based on the help of the systems, okay? And also the resilience of change management and so on. Okay, all of these things will have some challenges, the resistance, okay? Learning up new things and so on. So you must have a resilient culture, okay, that is open for innovation, new ideas, okay, willing to take certain risks, okay, and allow people to make mistakes 1 or 2 times, not many times, but learn as you grow and then you improve. Okay? So in terms of digital competency, there's two areas that you need to cover. One is for your practitioners, people like us, okay? So we need to be fully equipped, okay, things like digital enterprise architecture so that we can analyze and design our ecosystems, okay? Of course, all the technical people, they need to know all the latest kind of digital transformation tools and also development programming and so on. Then, in terms of data, okay, data visualization, data scientists, machine learning and all those stuff, you must have people that has that kind of capabilities as well. And this one goes for both business and also IT. Then got digital project and product management, okay? So you have a solution, right? So what's going to happen to this solution? So you need to design, there's now many times you hear, design for the future, design for the future. So you need to make sure that you are able to come up with this kind of skills. So whatever you design, it must be future ready, okay? And so all these things goes without saying. There's now the Dr. Istiana from Jabatan Digital or National Digital Department was saying that the cybersecurity is already built in, okay? You need not mention that you must design with cybersecurity. It's like given. Anything that you develop is already with digital. But do not forget about your users and also citizens. When you develop the system, they also must have competencies in terms of getting how to use this information, how to interact, and so on. Of course, you will have these challenges, right? The veteran, the old-timer wouldn't want to use the system. No. If you look at the senior people, what are they very familiar with now? You have your uncle, grandma, even your parents, maybe. Last time do not want to use the system, the handphone. Now they use it. They can even do online shopping, Last time they will call, the TV3, they have this online Shopee. So they will call, they will make the, but nowadays no need, This TikTok, they will let you do online purchasing that way already. So all generation actually can do that. So maybe your services need to be TikTok. Okay, SSM ke apa ke, you do TikTok, you get the services online. You want to pay your taxes and so on, it's done through TikTok and so on. Okay, so overall, that wraps up in terms of what kind of competency you need to have. It's not just for the people, it's for the entire organization, okay, that you need to look into the people, individual, the capabilities of the senior management, and also the tools that will actually help you building your competency. That's why they call it organizational competency, not just people alone. So that will be part of the success that you need to deal with. Wow. Time's up. The clicker also doesn't work. Clicker doesn't work. Time's up. Already run out of time, that's why. They control by this way. So anyway, if you want to get more information, even ISA is saying that human dynamics is 80% of the skills required in terms of digital transformation. The people part. Just now we were talking about the challenges that we face. They don't want to change, they don't believe in this and so on. That's why human dynamic skill is very important. That's why the business people, when they go for digital transformation, they excel very well, So we IT people are going to catch up. Okay. Okay, next slide. Last slide. Next slide. Yeah, of course, you also need to get certain certification. Okay, so we encourage you to get certain certification. And there are new courses actually like Enterprise Architecture Core. Actually, it's very business driven. Okay, it will actually open up your mindset to think about how organizations are run, what are the business model, value stream, the service blueprint, and so on. So it will help you to gain some kind of, the human dynamic skills and so on. Okay, thank you. I think that wraps up my presentation. Wish you all the best. Have safe journey home, and inshallah we'll meet up again. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.